round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Commanders under the lights on Sunday night.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. If you got away from it, might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Now Howell. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Howell now to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, a 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Well, look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round of the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Now throwing on third down here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a fourth down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 23. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. And Howell will throw it. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield, striping into Washington territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Howell. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock. Hey, we're just going to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long, and they should continue to push the envelope on offense.
25 yards that time.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's free to midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Back to throw again. Complete to Taylor on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Route complete to Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. The slot man in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll set up to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Reed there to make the grab. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 14-0. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 8. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Howell working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, Howell to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger target.
And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2nd and 11 now. He'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they're going to get this down to inside the 15. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Back to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Howell throwing on first down here. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Throwing here, Howell. This one swung out to Williams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is brought in at the 21. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. He finds Robinson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue. as you can see by the scoreline. Desmond Ridder, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Howell finding Hardman here over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Completes it to Hardman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Second and a couple. Howell. Locates Hardman for another catch.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
It's Howell with another throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Sky Moore.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
For Kidder here, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
Touchdown!
Jaden Reed
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Howell throwing on third down here. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Howell. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And Howell will throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Howell looking to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First down, Los Angeles.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell from the gun.
Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
First down, Rams.
Howell down to throw it. On the out route, he finds Hardman.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Howell. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Rams' 48-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
For the field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards. They'll look to throw again.
Battled by the safety, but caught anyway.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody.
So what's good? Come on, let's go. Oh, yeah.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.